Collective Beliefs, Brainwashing by Gus Michaels. The world around us exists because of our collective beliefs, and we perceive it as real. We are taught that what we can touch, feel, smell, and see are solid and real. Anything that is intangible or what you cannot see, hear, or feel is not real. We talk in terms of being logical. We are taught to think in linear terms. If what we are thinking about is outside this paradigm, we are urged to get real, be logical and realistic. We are not encouraged to dream and be imaginative. Life is all about working, saving, achieving, and being realistic about your circumstances. We have been taught from an early age that we live on a planet, a round ball called Earth, that the world spins on its axis and that we are just one of the many stars in the universe. This discovery was allegedly made by Galileo, a 16th century Italian astronomer, although the discovery of round Earth was promulgated by Pythagoras in 500 BC, a very long time ago, and later Aristotle, 350 BC. This fact was lost and forgotten until it was rediscovered by the said Galileo. This discovery, mind you, did not sit well with the Roman Catholic Church, who at this time were preaching a flat earth policy, backed by the biblical writings and enforced by the Inquisition of the period. In 1616, the Inquisition declared heliocentrism, or round earth, to be formally heretical. Heliocentric books were banned and Galileo was ordered to refrain from holding, teaching or defending heliocentric ideas. No one dared go against the church until Galileo. Consequently, he was placed under house arrest for the rest of his life. Why wasn't Galileo put to death as many were for professing the truth? This has troubled many historians and we are no closer to actually what happened. Although Carl Johnson, writing in the Chicago Divinity School paper, cited the fact that Galileo was probably a political pawn. Heliocentric or flat earth. In the heliocentric corner, the truth is simple. The world is round or elliptical, as Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist, is fond of saying. It is shaped more like a pear than a ball. On the other corner is the Flat Earth Society, who claim that the earth is flat, and they have done experiments to prove their point. Both camps have facts to back up their theory. Let us suppose for a minute that we live on a planet and we are spinning around the sun. And let us also suppose that man did go to the moon in 1969. You would think, and rightly so, that taking pictures of the whole Earth from space has to be a priority. 1, to prove their mission, and 2, to show the people of the Earth what this planet of ours really looks like from up there. After all, it is the only home we have, and it would be nice to see it from another perspective, like from outer space. The fact that they did not, or as was officially revealed, the image collection was misplaced or lost, leads me to believe there might be some skullduggery about the trip to the moon. NASA, in all its glory, sending probes to Mars, Jupiter, Saturn and beyond, has not been forthcoming about the true status of our planet. Is it a ball, a pear, or a dome Earth? Be nice to know so we can have a definitive conclusion and lay to rest the raging debate that continues. The more one looks into the whole space exploration hypothesis, the more one feels discouraged at these anomalies. For many billions of dollars spent on space exploration, the best picture we have of Earth is made up from composites. Really? Was the moon trip a big Hollywood CIA plot to hoodwink us and the Russians? I leave that to your imagination. Brainwashing. This leads me to my next point. If we did not go to the moon, then the Americans have done a superb job in convincing us all that we did. A planetary brainwashing. I think it was Hitler who said, people will believe a big lie sooner than a little one. And if you repeat it frequently enough, people will sooner or later believe it. We can be brainwashed into believing just about anything about ourselves and the world around us by constant repetition of a message they want us to believe. Who they are, I leave to your imagination as well. We have been conditioned from a very early age to believe certain things about ourselves, to believe certain things about our rulers, that is, government, yes, you got that right, and religion, and to believe that what we see on television and hear on news radio is the truth. The funny thing is we, the people, chose those who are in government to look after our affairs, not to put unnecessary restrictions in our lives. Unfortunately, the whole status of government has also changed. More recently, it has evolved to acquiesce more to the wishes of the larger complex corporate industrial world, passing laws and statutes favorable to the corporate entity. The Mandela Effect. We live in challenging times, and as we move further into the 21st century, scientists are discovering new ways to explain, prove, or disprove old scientific ideas from the last century. Scientists are now entertaining the idea that this world of ours could be an illusion. Some have even theorized we live in a multiverse, an infinite parallel universe, where a different you lives out its life quite unaware of the now you. In each of this multiverse, the you is living out your dream life or any other situation you might have dreamed up about yourself, and each live each life simultaneously. I know, this is mind-bending. It is the nature of the universe we live in, but just imagine the possibilities. If the trillions or infinite versions of you live their lives simultaneously to yours, then do any of the other lives leak into your own life? This has become a debate in itself. People are convinced that certain historical events that took place at a particular date and time have changed in subtle ways after checking public records of the event. Is this possible, or could be just a slip of memory? Psychiatrists refer to persons who make up stories to fit the fact as confabulation. The meaning of a confabulation is a disturbance of memory defined as the production of fabricated, distorted, or misinterpreted memories about oneself or the world without the conscious intention to deceive. The story goes that a woman by the name of Fiona Broom distinctly remembers hearing on the radio in the 1980s that Nelson Mandela was shot and killed while trying to escape from prison. In the now reality, Mandela survived until the late 2013 and did not even become president of South Africa until 1994. But her supposed confabulation was shared by a deluge of similarly convinced people, resulting in many other instances in which large swaths of the population have claimed to experience the same confabulated memories. Could this be the effect of multiverse situation, where the event described actually happened in another parallel universe and it leaked into our reality, affecting some people who are convinced it is true? We have no idea. It could be mass hallucination or just confabulation. This is only one of the many confabulations that have made its way into our culture, earning the dubious name of the Mandela effect. Is this true? Many have put forth the theory that our minds plays tricks with our memory, and this is why this happens. Others seem to think that the other you, living the other life on the other plane of your parallel universe, leaked some of its events into your life. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts below. I would really appreciate it.